Hello Steve, and this is Moto News. Bit of a light weekend since Friday in the news cycles, so we don't have too much to cover today. But our first story is going to be a recover actually of the new Duke Adventure 390. So play a little video here. Looks like KTM have announced the new details on this thing, so it is going to be a 370cc single cylinder. It's coming out in two models, the Adventure and the Adventure R. That is the difference between the two. The Adventure R is single seat and has slightly better suspension apparently. You'd hope it's just tuned to not carry a pillion. Look, pending actual off-road reviews of this bike, which would be interesting to see how it does handle off-road, because the Duke 390, the standard wasn't great. Looks like an awesome bike. The single cylinder motor, even if it only has a few little tune-ups on it, is an awesome engine. They do have a few little, the 2019 Duke 390 had a plethora of electrical issues that did plague them. Nothing major, I should say, but little random warning lights and things that kept coming on. I can say that as an owner of a KTM Duke 390, previous owner, I should say. I got rid of it for a reason. But yeah, great bikes. The only thing I have to say is if you are going to test drive one and you do a bit of traffic riding, give it a little idle around between 20-40 kilometers an hour and just see how it goes. I can tell you for a fact the current model Dukes, just that throttle is like an on-off switch. They are difficult to maintain a cruising speed at low speeds. But great bikes other than that, so good on you if you're looking at them. In other news, the company Polaris, who we all know, they make jet skis and ski-mobiles and side-by-sides and all sorts of cool stuff like that. One of their sub-companies that they own, Indian Motorcycles, you may have heard of, they are in a bit of hot water. Looks like their sales figures are on steep decline, as they have been for quite some time now, since they got revived from bankruptcy back in 2014. And it's really not looking great. Sort of same story that we've been seeing over at Harley-Davidson. They are just missing the mark. Their demographic is basically aging out of motorcycle ownership. And there's just no new market, no new mass buyers flocking to them to make up for those sales numbers. So, my 2 cents, if they want to survive, they're going to have to change. My recommendation, not that anyone's listening, go out there, hit the custom community, find one of these flat trackers, the cafe races, pick a style, whack a 500cc or 600cc punchy, throaty motor in it, and just throw it on the dealership floors. If anything, it'll get you more notice, more people in the showroom, so that you can actually try and sell them one of your bigger bikes. And for crying out loud, do not make it expensive. The amount of times that I've tried to talk myself into buying a Harley to realize it's got no range and costs the earth, and I've walked away, usually to end up in an Indian dealership and make the same decision before going and buying something else, like the KTM I bought. It's just nuts. But anyway, rant over. Something a little lighter comes from our friends over in Russia. They appear to be playing a new sport known as Drift Limbo. So it's exactly as it sounds and looks. They drift a motorcycle under a limbo stick at events. Looks like a bit of fun. Honestly, this should go without saying. Do not try and do this at home. But hey, bit of fun here and there. Might as well enjoy it while you can. But that pretty much sums us up. Like I said, it was a light day for the news, or a light weekend for the news. I'll be back on Wednesday, so make sure you press the button, do all the things. And if there's anything you want me to cover, anything I've missed, make sure you drop it in the comments below. Remember, if you're going to speed, make sure you do it safely. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.